Afternoon. Hi. Okay. Today I'm going to present about engineering drawings for our very first Introduction to Drawing assignment, Code ARC 30103. So, what are engineering drawings? Well, engineering drawings are actually technical drawings that are used to define requirements for engineered items such as dimensions, views, and details. They are used in multiple fields such as construction and automobiles. Well, this is how an engineering drawing looks like. The main difference between engineering drawings and architectural drawings are that engineering drawings, as you can see here, are far more structured, detailed, but there's less focus on aesthetic elements, which might sound a bit boring, but engineering drawings are really, really important because there are multiple factors that are considered, such as safety. There are many different types of engineers which are experts in their respective fields, and so as a result, there are many different types of engineering drawings. This is about automobiles, and this is an aeronautical drawing. The foundation. The foundation of engineering drawings comes from geometrical drawings. As you can see here, there are two types, plain and solid. Engineering drawings are essential because without engineering drawings, you can't build. It is used to archive the geometric form of the design, and it's actually a tool of communication between the engineer and the workers. The units used in engineering drawings are standard worldwide, so there's no need to worry about language problems if it's an international project. It's used to analyze, to stimulate the design, and serve as a completing checker. For example, to check whether the pipes are in the right positions or not. Moving on, the steps. The engineer will receive an architectural drawing from the architect as a reference. After that, he will produce an engineering sketch using AutoCAD. The draftsman assists engineers in drawing the engineering drawings, but the engineers, they will make the final decisions. Next, a structural scheme is produced. If the architect is satisfied, he will approve it. And is also required to submit to the authorities for approval. The authorities will notify if there are any changes to be made. If everything's alright, next is the construction phase. During the construction, if there are any problems, amendments must be made. During the construction phase and also after as well, as-built drawings are drawn because that it is one of the requirements for the building to be awarded the certificate of completion and compliance. Moving on, the elements. One of the major elements in engineering drawings are the lines. There are many different types of lines, and each and one of them carry individual meanings. As you can see, there are thick active lines, thin active lines, hidden lines, so on and so forth. The scales. One thing I would like to mention about is that engineering drawings are always to scale. Scale rulers, as you can see here, are used to draw engineering drawings. Scaling is vital as things built inside must be exact. Any miscalculations will bring terrible consequences. The dimensions. In the dimensioning of engineering drawings, the factors to consider are the type, the depiction, the diameter, and the radii. This is an example of a drawing being dimensioned. All dimensioning arrows are unbroken and they are 2 millimeters away from the actual object. There are 3 styles of depicting 2D engineering drawings, the 2-dimensional engineering drawings: the plan, the sections, and the elevations. This is an example. It's a roof plan of a residential house. For 3-dimensional drawings, also known as production drawings, it includes orthogonal projections, pictorial drawings, and working drawings as well. This is a 3D drawing of an actual building. Next is the orientation and the level marks. The orientation is used to show the direction of north. All the level marks, they show details such as the height of the ceiling, etc. This is what they look like. Following up, the projections. The first is orthographic projection, and these projects the first and third angles of the structure. This is an example of an orthographic drawing. This diagram shows the views from multiple angles. And these are far more detailed versions of the plan view and the side view of a house. The next type is graphical projection. There are two different types, perspective and parallel. The top diagram shows perspective projection, which is more realistic. The ones behind are smaller than the ones in front. All the one below are parallel projections, which shows minute details of the buildings from multiple angles. There are three main types of perspective projections. These are the ones shown here. The methods and rules of projections. In all projections, parallel lines remain parallel while the proportions remain unchanged. The 90-degree angles may vary according to the perspective. These are many other types of projections. As you can see here, this is an axonometric projection and this is an isometric projection. The diametric projection is shown there. Next, the symbols, hatchings, and icons. Hatchings are used to show materials. The contractors must be very careful when deciphering the hatchings in engineering drawings. If they do not, the materials might be incorrect. These are symbols used in engineering drawings, the door symbols, and more symbols as well. If any of these symbols or hatchings are read incorrectly, errors will occur, resulting in offsetting the client's unnecessary waste of cost, and in the worst case scenario, the building safety might be jeopardized. So do you guys know, do you know what can happen if engineering drawings are not followed carefully? This is what happens. Yeah, it's supposed to be an imaginary line, but the contractors don't understand, so they must be read really carefully. And thank you, but lastly, to conclude, engineering drawings are complicated yet essential in the industry. And this is the reference list we had. It's under the APA format we learned yesterday. So it's guaranteed that 70% of our referencing are from books. Thank you.